Pag pinag-usapan niyo po si John Paul II, pumunta siya sa Pilipinas in 1981. In May 13, 1981, may nangyari po sa kanya. He was shot by a certain Ali Ajka. And as he was falling, he just said, Madonna mia, Madonna mia. Someone said he or she saw Pope John Paul II being embraced by the Blessed Mother. This is a statue I received of that vision of someone that said, during that moment of crisis, of near-death experience, John Paul was embraced as he was saying, Madonna mia, my mother, my lady. May 13, 1981, commemorating the first day of apparition of Our Lady of Fatima. Not even, less than even a millimeter po, that bullet would have pierced his heart. 1 year later, John Paul II brought that bullet and put it in the crown of Our Lady of Fatima in Portugal, 1982. After a year of recovery, he makes a personal pilgrimage and thanks the Blessed Mother for sparing her life. You know what? In 1987, John Paul II pronounced the 2000th anniversary of the birth of Mary, International Marian Year, 87 to 88. Hoping that somehow in 1988, when Russia will celebrate the 1000th anniversary of being Christianized, baptized, John Paul would be able to enter into Russia and hopefully consecrate Russia to the heart of our Blessed Mother, Our Lady of Fatima. 1989 po, if you remember, in December, the fall of the walls of Berlin. It was destroyed without a shot, bloodless coup under the auspices allowed by the Russian president. Could you imagine 72 years of communism with the Cold War, the threat of another world war disappeared, dissipated, because like in the Philippines, 1985, National Year of Mary, 1986, EDSA Revolution, 89, communism fell. Thanks to the person of John Paul II. 1990 po, I will tell you, I could not remember anymore, but May 1, I met the Pope in Rome. I had a chance, I was only 36 years old. I was part of the meeting, of the international meeting of the Salesians of Don Bosco. The Holy Father did not ask us to go to the Vatican to meet him. He came to our house and said, I would like to see you in your home. What a gracious, wondrous person he is. A real heart of a good father. That's how I felt when I met him. And when this picture was shot, I was asking him only, Your Holiness, bless my mother. And I did not realize that that blessing of 1990 would allow my mother to reach the age of 100. My mother then was only 85. Already old, but she was given still 15 years of life. And I think it was the blessing of Saint John Paul II that I asked in 1990. Fast forward po, the most important thing that happened, I think, as a legacy of John Paul II up to now, World Youth Day. When he declared 1983, the 1950th anniversary of the death and resurrection of Jesus as a special jubilee of redemption, 1984, he saw so many young people that were going to touch the cross in the Piazza di San Pietro because it contained the true cross of Jesus, a relic of the true cross. So 1985, the first World Youth Day in Rome, he gave the Jubilee Cross to the young. Young as you are, carry the cross of the world, but proclaim the good news of the death but resurrection of Jesus. For me, John Paul II is what he said, as the Father has sent me, so I send you, 1995 theme, tell the world of His love. For me, I'm waiting for the 2033. Sabi nga ni Pope Francis in 2023, 10 years preparation po tayo the 2000th anniversary of the death and resurrection of Jesus, 2033. And would you imagine? It's also the 2000th anniversary of the ascension, where Jesus said to his disciples, "Go therefore, make disciples of all nations. Teach them what I have told you. And when they ask, baptize them. But most importantly, make them followers of Jesus." John Paul II says to the Filipino, "As the Father has sent me, so I send you." Pope Francis told us, he told the Filipinos, please be the smugglers of the faith in Europe. We are Filipinos. We are carriers of God's love, of the good news. Let us be evangelizers. John Paul II, the Great, have mercy on our people. Bless us with your intercession.